Licketyspit with the Storyplay champion children present Margaret and Magnus at the National Museum of Scotland. So grab your magic map for an imaginary play adventure.
Magnus!
Oh, yes, Margaret? Oh, what's that?
It's Jack's magic map.
Jack's magic map?
Mm-hmm.
What does it do?
That's anywhere we want to go.
Oh.
Yes, it's magic.
So, where do we want to go?
Somewhere exciting.
I don't know if I want to go in the magic map, Margaret. We don't know where we might end up.
Of course you do, Magnus. Come on, look at that. Whoa! Look where we are, Magnus.
Where are we, Margaret?
Well, I'm not sure. Whoa! It's all right, Magnus. It's just a skeleton of a giant cat.
A cat? It's like being in a big glittery box.
It's like being on the deck of a great big ship. Ha! I'll be the captain. Let me see what I see through my telescope. Oh, wow! Look, Magnus, it's Iona.
It's Iona and Lily Rose and Felicia and Francesca. It's Mahek and Shullamite, Simon and Jessica. And Franky, Zofia and Angelica.
Look, we found Jack's magic map.
You've been looking for that. How did you find it?
Oh, well, I found it somewhere and, well, we took a wee adventure.
Where are you?
Oh, somewhere really interesting.
This place is full of extraordinary things.
Oh, so many things you can't imagine. I got an idea. Why don't we all fly on our balloons? Right, everyone, pick up a balloon. Right, okay, everyone, let's blow up our balloons. Blow, bigger, and bigger, and bigger. And look, so big that it's taking you off the ground now. One more blow, and we're gonna fly up so high, and then we're gonna look down and see what we can see, all right? Are you so ready? One more blow, let's go. Off we go!
It looked like we were very high up in that museum. Oh, look! I think I can see a great big whale. Lily, what can you see?
A lizard? I don't know what that
A
is.
lizard with a great big mouth. You're right. And Shullamite, what can you see?
I can see a big fish.
And Franky and Zofia, what can you see?
I can see some green stuff somewhere.
See, what about you, Felicia?
I can see a shark
A shark? Where?
there.
Oh, yes, a shark. How about you, Francesca?
A giraffe.
A giraffe? And what's... I think that looks like a skeleton of a bird. Oh. But I can see a great big naughty seagull over there, and it's gonna pop our balloons in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Whoa, well, that was good.
What's that? He looks fierce.
Okay, Magnus, I'm not sure what it is, but it says over there that it's a stegosaurus. Does anyone know what a stegosaurus is?
It's a dinosaur.
A dinosaur? What?
Shullamite, do you know the name of any other dinosaurs?
Yeah, I know T-Rex, Tyrannosaurus. Dinosaurs were extinct because of a meteorite, I think.
What about you, Felicia?
Dinosaurs. A lot of dinosaurs are carnivores.
Yes, you're right, but actually, the Stegosaurus was a vegetarian dinosaur. And it only ate plants, Magnus, so you don't have to worry too much about this dinosaur.
Oh, how interesting, Margaret. Margaret? Margaret? Where's Margaret?
I was wondering, gang. Oi, do you know the CP zebra?
What did you say?
I said, do you know the zippy zebra?
What did you say?
It goes. Now you try. Very nice.
But do you know the pretty panda?
What did you say?
I said, do you know the pretty panda?
What did you say?
She goes, ooh, 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 ooh. Now you try.
Very nice. Mahek, can you see any other animals here?
Do you know the scary shark? Do you know the flying dinosaur? Do you know the sparkly seagull? What did you say? It goes like this. Flap, flap, flap. Now you try. Roar, 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 roar. Flap, 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 flap.
But do you know the deer dodo?
What did you say?
I said, do you know the deer dodo?
What did you say?
It goes. Now you try. Very nice. Oh, hey, poor dear dodo, eh? He's dead. I mean, he's extinct. Extinct means that it's no more. There are no more dodos. That's why we need to be really caring of the planet and all the creatures, because we can, Magnus, Magnus. Where's Magnus gone?
This is an Egyptian queen, buried in gold. The Egyptians thought that when you died, you might move on to another world. So they buried their dead with all the things that they thought they might need.
Wow, so all of these things, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. What's that?
Don't know, does anybody know?
Looks like little plate. Little plates, yes. And little bowls.
Oh wow, there's boats and cows. What else can anybody else see?
I can see those little people they're making. It looks like they're making bread.
Oh yeah.
ancient Egyptians, eh?
Yeah.
These are games that children used to play in ancient Egypt. Look! What can you see?
I can see box, like
Look at her.
all balls.
Balls. And Felicia, what about you?
I can see a statue over there.
Magnus, do you know what this place is?
No.
You're in a museum full of artifacts and olden day things like extinct animals.
And a museum is something where you see like stuffed animals that don't really exist anymore, but they used to.
Oh, so a museum is a place full of magical things that people have gathered from all over the world, like scientists and explorers. Isn't that wonderful, Margaret? Margaret? Margaret! Where's she gone now? Oh.
There she is.
Oh, yeah.
Is she dancing?
Well, let's keep our eyes open for Margaret. There's so many wonderful, mystical things in this museum. Oh, I just can't remember them all.
I remember the shark, and I saw a dolphin. Here's the dinosaur skeleton. Here I draw the swan. And here I draw the shark. This is when Franky was the flying dinosaur.
Fantastic. I love that flying dinosaur. Where was it flying to, do you think?
Maybe to his friends.
His friend's house.
Eagle.
She drew an eagle.
An eagle. Did you see the eagle in the museum, Jessica?
Yeah.
Wow, that's an amazing drawing of an eagle. Where do you think the eagle was flying to?
She said she thinks that the eagle was flying to city center.
Center.
I drew the balloon. I drew Margaret and Magnus.
See, when we get back home, I think I'm gonna have to do a drawing about the ancient Egyptians. Oh, I might have to write a story about the dodo. Oh, I'm so inspired.
So a museum is like a treasure trove full of stories.
Yes, Magnus. Stories about people from everywhere in the world for thousands and thousands of years.
Margaret,
It's super cool. Well, Magnus.
I think something's happening to Jack's magic map.
Whoa. I know what you mean. Well, okay, hold on tight.
Okay.
Time to go. Okay. Bye. Whoa.
Bye, everyone. Bye, Lily.
I'm Ruby from Licketyspit, and what we do is called Storyplay, because all you need to play is your imagination and ideally someone else to play with. Museums are brilliant places for never-ending story play. The National Museum of Scotland is free. In fact, it's ours. It belongs to everyone in Scotland. So you can come here to story play and imagine an adventure whenever you like.
Oh, and if you do, send us a message telling us what you found. Or maybe you want to draw a drawing about your adventure here, or you could even write a story about it. Brilliant. Oh.
Margaret and Magnus visit the National Museum of Scotland, created by Licketyspit, National Museum Scotland and Arrow Films, starring Licketyspit actor pedagogues Itasso Moreno as Margaret, Andre Anderson as Magnus, and Iona Zajac on Zoom. And Storyplay champions Felicia, Francesca, Lily Rose, Franky, Zofia, Mahek, Simon, Shullamite and Jessica. Music by Timothy London and Ben Sound. To go on your own magic map adventure in the museum, visit www.nms.ac.uk. For more Storyplay games, visit www.licketyspit.com. Film produced by Arrow Films.
Bop, bop, bop.